Every 5 years, residents of this rural South African community say the ruling party comes out here and asks for their vote. And in every one of the last 4 general elections, the majority of residents have voted for the African National Congress, allowing the party to maintain a comfortable majority in rural South Africa. But this year, that changes, say rural voters. Olga Fakazi said she voted for the ANC in 2014. But disgusted by corruption and poor service, Fakazi plans to boycott the polls.
They're just like concentrating on all these big towns, but here in the rural places, they're not even coming. They're not coming to us. So I don't see why I should vote for the ANC. Really, I'm not going to vote for the ANC.
Mataba Mokopane, a resident of this remote, dry corner of northwest South Africa, says she plans to do the same.
The people we are voting for, actually, when we finish voting for them, they don't look after the community anymore.
Analysts say they are among a growing demographic of disillusioned ANC supporters. Many are turning to opposition parties like the Democratic Alliance or the Economic Freedom Fighters. But many others are simply staying away.
Just because the ANC numbers might go down doesn't mean that the urban areas have swung to opposition parties. The ANC's got an internal opposition in terms of the voters not voting because they're dissatisfied with the ANC, their party of choice.
In the farming town of Wolmaranstad, unemployed voter Tsepo Mosweu says he has lost hope the ANC will bring improvements since the death of ANC icon Nelson Mandela, known by many South Africans simply as Tata.
ANC failed us. But we must change because of Tata leave a legacy for us. But what about us? There's a rate of unemployment, there's a rate of poverty, there's a rate of... Look at this road here.
But the hope for change is alive in the nearby town of Bloemhof.
We as the opposition, we only need to work very hard to show these people that they've been used from 1994 until now, only for the benefits of certain families. So they are starting to see light, and I do have hope that sooner or later the oppositions will also take power here in Bloemhof.
Will that happen? Or will the rural areas stand by the ruling party? South Africa finds out on May 8th. Anita Powell, VOA News, Northern Cape, South Africa.